Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the main account, as you can probably guess, because we're on Hollow 555, which is um pretty much as endgame gets, unless you're talking about like PvP, but we don't care about that here. Um, yeah, I alluded to doing something evil. In the last video, you can probably see what that thing is now. I did end up getting an S tier Aspen, which feels rather nice. I usually disapprove of S tier anything, but some circumstances can justify an S tier. Like, for example, if you're stupid with your money, then you can get an S tier. So, that's me. So, it feels good to have it. The Awaken is not my favorite of all time. 78, 75 attack. I got clowned on by I think 80% of the people I showed this to. They're just like, ah, not even S attack, loser, stupid. And they're right. I wish this was all orange. It would sell more whenever I decide to sell the copy, if that day ever comes. And also, Ship Crusher doesn't really make me happy because I care about Star Expedition, and the boss don't got shields. And crit damage also makes me unhappy because I have a certain amount of crit damage, such that it makes that awaken value rather awkward for stat balancing. So I will need to figure something out at some point. Hammers unlock in 2 days, so I'll surely get something nice. I calculated it out. I have 16 rolls that I would accept. Um, one of them is my least favorite of the 16. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's a secret. I don't know. It might be a secret, might not be. Who cares? But the point is, I want to maximize Star Expedition performance because I like pushing Star Expedition. And so that is what we're doing. Back to it, I'm going to put LFA slot 5. And we're going to hopefully just nuke the wave. Yeah, there it goes. Solid. Big boy. Big boy. Large boy. Okay, we're going to put on the TVB core. She has Dragon Rui, so she can just outspeed regardless of what her actual speed stat is. So the hope is that we can get this SQH down as soon as possible, or at least sustain the wave, because, well, this boss cannot be CC'd, and therefore we must push through with force. An A tier DGN would help with this, but I can't justify getting an A tier DGN just for the purpose of pushing Hollow Campaign. That is silliness. Especially considering I'm the anti A tier support guy. Would need a very sound reason to do that. But I heard that DH is not working on a Void Boss 4 at the moment, or at least it's a very low priority, which I'm sure is displeasing to hear for pretty much anybody who plays this game, considering you need to basically max events to get any reasonable amount of Destiny materials. So, hooray, we instead get that weird Clash of Clans game mode, which, I'll be honest, if the resource generation is sad, I'm just straight up not touching it again. It's going to be another arcade game mode for me. And that is going to be unfortunate. But it is what it is, I suppose. Aspen doing a lovely, lovely job. Okay, let us proceed. No TBB Rui Scepter energy feed, which is unfortunate, but I think as soon as we get the basic off, we'll be fine. She's actually going to get an active because her energy feed reached 100 before she got the basic off. Something cool that happens is now that we have artifacts that start us over 100 energy, there's an interesting interaction that can occur with TVB against another TVB in PvP. What that is let's say your TVB starts, you have like a melodic strings or something else that starts you off with 100 energy. So that means you start off with 150 energy because the baseline starting energy is 50. So now you have 150 energy, and the trigger for the passive active is you need to have you need to reach or exceed 100 energy, and then you'll just release your passive active. And what this sort of read as and functioned as, up until deific artifacts, was if your energy increased to that point, she would release her passive active. But what we're noticing, as soon as I threw on Dragon Rui on mine and was able to outspeed other people's, who also had a crazy amount of energy, what we have discovered is that if a TVB starts at 150 energy, and then with the TVB core on the enemy team drops however much energy, but still remains above 100, she will also get her passive active. And so that actually is a nice counter to a Dragon Rui TVB, which is a very cool mechanic. I'm glad it works this way because it makes Dragon Rui TVB a little more easy to counter if you're, for example, running a deific mirror. So that's nice. I don't really feel like going over it with footage or anything like that, just because it would be annoying to capture. Perhaps another time, but if you're in the Idle Heroes discussion server or the Sons of Kronos, in fact, I think it's the Sanctum of Kronos server now. You should join there, by the way. Lots of smart people, very passionate about the game. It's a good server to be in. Join it, but you'll be able to filter and find my conversation that I had. Lots of the SOK people, or at least a few of them, helped me solve that issue. So some very smart individuals in there. Go hang out, go say hi. Cool place. But yeah, very fun. I am in desperate need of more game content. At least some that's tolerable for Endgame. I don't know if it needs some sort of support hero, like an Ilamok or something like that, that can make sustain possible. But right now, it's just send in TVB and win. And so for the past, I don't even know, it has to have been like more than half a year at this point. The game has just sucked ass, basically, unless you're early game and are not building TVB. Game is just not fun. But I heard some employees got shifted around at DH, and I think I've noticed this because they're more receptive to feedback and bug reports. So the Freya thing was an issue, and then there was also the phrasing of her passive too that was inaccurate. It used to say that everybody's, what's it called? I don't know. Everybody's precision would increase when an ally released actives and basics. It was just the ally that got the active and basic, and they rephrased it whenever I sent in the complaint for that. So yeah, it was me who did that. But don't worry, I didn't actually make her worse. They just changed the phrasing to match what was actually occurring. What did make her worse was the passive damage increase. or decrease rather. That was a fix, so it was an unintentional amount of damage that we were getting. I'm a bit disappointed it took 2 years to do, seemingly as a reaction to just us steamrolling Star Expedition content. As soon as they rolled it out, like that whole second boss thing, almost dead. Like the second season it was out, and then wouldn't you know it, a 2 year long issue that caused us to deal increased damage magically fixed that season. Rather funny how that works. But it is what it is. I'm glad the game is less buggy. People be paying attention, I suppose. I'm going to change LFA to be hitting Holmes Young, probably. And I'll also probably give him Balance Strike. Now that we're not fighting Valk, I can take a few hits before it becomes an issue. So let us go in and do that real quick. Balance Strike. Bam. And then hopefully we have enough damage to bash through this wave. I built Luna. My intention was to give her some giant killer and make her Nirvana. But after hearing enough reviews of people using her, she just seems like a dud. Probably good at PvP, but who cares about that? Not me, that's for sure. So, what I have now is just a very good tenant for what's his face? HHA. So, happy about that. Not happy that I seem to have wasted my resources. But whatever can you do, I suppose. Okay, so I'm getting pissed off. A little. A wee bit. So we're going to do this, that. We're going to change my stone to crit damage. And that's going to put us at way too much. So we're going to change this to skill damage. And I don't change it to armor break because I get a lot of armor break from the train. And now we are going to send him in again. And we'll see how he does. If the King Barton stuns me, I'm going to be pissed off. Okay, we're good. That was anticlimactic. Huh. Okay, change of plan. We're going to go back to what my initial settings were. Skill damage back into crit damage. That should be good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to find a puppet. We're going to put a mirror on this one. We're going to put a snow heart on this one. And we're going to send them in. And I'm hoping I have the snow heart one on the bottom. That's of course the mirror one, because why wouldn't it be? Oh well. And I actually have to change the speed enables again. Bam. Bam. And then we're going to switch the puppets. Thusly. And let's send them in again. The hope was to get a snow heart landed on the ticks, but the fates were not in my favor there, it seems. We're going to try again. Of course not. Yeah, we're gonna need the Aspen, actually. And then let's try Holmes core. Not liking that very much either. Dude, if I could just stop removing Aspen from the lineup, that would be spectacular. Please, can I get attacks off? I don't know how fast they have to make ticks, but too fast for me to handle. What's the other wave? Okay, so I think the game plan is we're just gonna remove the soul power from this guy. I can't believe it. They're making me change stuff around. How utterly inconvenient for me. Okay. So we are going to give you this. You can keep that. We'll remove your shoes. Give you that. Attack. Attack. We'll keep you with dot purify, because why not? And then we need to change your crit damage back to skill. 2, 3, 4, 7 speed. 2, 3, 4, 9. Perfection. Okay. And now TVB needs her Rui Scepter, which I think she has already. And then I think we need to give you this. Just to try it out. And then what we're going to do is we are going to give you can keep Demon Bell. We're going to give Ilamok a mirror. We're going to give DGN a mirror. And we're going to give PDE mirror. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send TBB up there, Ilamok, DGN down there, PDE down there, LFA. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we are going to send this in. And hopefully this will be good enough. There it is. Lovely. Mission accomplished. And now what we're going to do is we're going to TBB cheese this bottom wave. And it'll be a good time. So she needs to get her Dragon Rui off, which she did. And now what we want to do is maintain a perfect energy feed. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, this is about what I was expecting. Still, they did make me rearrange my setup, which I consider it's a defeat, basically. Because relying on TBB, it just basically doesn't count, in my opinion. Also, apparently I'm getting sick, so sorry if I'm sniffly. Don't know what that's about. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Running out of things to talk about, unfortunately, but luckily we have 2 more stages left, and then I can leave for the time being. So we're going to send these guys in again. Okay. And there it goes. Bye-bye. Okay, and now lastly, let's send in the TVB wave. The TVB team. Everybody goes in, bam. I'm still trying to decide who my third homeowner should be. Freya currently is, but she doesn't really count since she's only in there for the speed. My actual third homeowner, I'm undecided on. It could be Luna. When I build SFX, I'll just put SFX in the HHA home, and then Luna will get her own. But honestly, no idea. I want to wait to see what the anniversary hero does, if she's worthwhile. She might be it, or at least she could be a tenant for somebody who could be it. So I will wait to see until then. Good lord, I'm kind of getting blasted right now. Okay, let's try that one more time. And then if it doesn't work, we'll switch something up. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine. Not getting full energy feed. One goes down. Sai's going to get his active off. Oh my god, those marks are brutal. Okay. So we're going to change one more thing. We're going to go in. Okay, I need to differentiate these puppets. Whoops. Okay. Level 2 puppet is on the top. Okay. Dude, oh my god. I'm getting so bad. Okay. So this one is going to get, instead of a snow heart, where are my demon bells? Probably on Drake? Yes. Okay. So you get a demon bell now. Congratulations, sir. And now we are going to send them in again. TVB is not going to get her passive active off, which is unfortunate. So we're just going to have to wait until she do. Man, those Gloria marks. If they make me go through and change to Mark Purify again, I'm gonna be mad. But yeah, basically, I got nothing to look forward to with this game. Nothing much going on. I look forward to seeing if I can outspeed Aspen Dungeon whenever they drop Perg 400. That'll be fun, ish, maybe. I'm not sure how fast they'll make it, but hopefully it'll pose a threat. All right, puppet. Yes. Okay. So this is sufficient energy feed now, which means I think this should be free. Bam. Very nice. Let's finish strong here, pretty please. Okay, they're going to start to die. Good. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Bam. And then finally, this thing. Bam. 564 done. Let's see what we have to finish on. Double four Cs, I think should be fine. Yeah, free. Okay. And let's get a Rui Scepter. There we go. Completing our energy feed here. Oh, just about 5 energy short that time. It's a little awkward, but it looks like smooth sailing. Puppet goes down. Starting to die, which is nice. In goes TVV, and this will be the wave. Very nice. And just like that, Hollow campaign is clear. Coming soon! I've never actually seen that. I guess all of these ones are coming soon too, maybe? So that'll be cool. But second place for now, Adrian, if you're watching for some odd reason, I'm coming for you. Maybe. We'll see. I know you're stronger than I am, but if I can clear it faster, that's all that matters. I am coming for you. Okay. Well, let's just look at ourselves here. Roughly 60 million attack. It goes to like 61 or 62 when I am set up for Star Expedition. So that is cool. Our treasure train, 10 mil. So rather small. Just kidding. Don't yell at me in the comments. Let's look at the homes just for fun. We got 11.8 from SQH, 10.3 from PDE, 2.4 from Anki, 2.5 from Aspen. And then over here, we still have no void imprints on the non-trans for HHA. Will it happen? Probably eventually. Will it happen soon? Probably not. And then there's our MFF. And then here's our empty home for somebody to occupy at some point. Still only 2 sets of Viking stuff. Isn't that sad? We need a Viking saga desperately. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been too friggin' long. They're probably just trying to sell us on the Starry Gem Mall one, because you can buy the blueprints from there for like $12.50 CSG a piece, which is, of course, a massive scam. But regardless, that's what we're working with. Hope you enjoyed. Have yourselves a lovely day. Thank you for watching.